What is up, traders, and welcome back to the channel. In this deep dive, we'll be analyzing Tesla stock. We'll be ranging from the daily all the way towards the hourly time frame to give you the best entry and exit prices on this stock. Whether you're a swing trader or an investor, you definitely don't want to miss out. So let's get started. Now, first of all, let's begin with the daily chart of Tesla. Currently, the stock is looking really bullish, and I believe that the price will appreciate from here. Furthermore, we can see that we are well above a key indicator like the 50 and the 200 EMA. As well, we have seen that the recent volume has been increasing towards the upside ever since we broke above this key area of resistance right here. Ever since we broke above this area, we are pretty much 20% from that area of supply. Now, you may be asking to yourself, where do you see Tesla going from here? Well, I see the stock going towards the first price target that we have of $485. I do believe that the stock is going to be able to achieve its overall highs and break above it. Every other stock, for example, like Google, Microsoft, has been able to do so. And I think Tesla is on the verge of doing that. Now, the second price target that we have on Tesla is going to be towards $650.35. Right here, second price target is going to be due to the fact that if we keep continuing to see this extreme bullish momentum, then the buyers will overall beat the supply that's going to be present in this name. And you may be asking yourself, well, how is this stock really bullish and how do you define the trend? Simply by looking at here, ever since these overall highs that we had in December of 2024, we were declining quite strongly. And the main reasoning to that was the overall involvement of CEO Elon Musk with the political parties. Now, ever since that area there and the April lows, we have recovered quite well. And the stock was in a way kind of just, recuperating here, and it still stayed above the 200 EMA. Each single time that, we dipped below, buyers like right here, buyers came in more aggressive and just bought the stock pretty much at a discount. But now, ever since we broke above this area of resistance of $366 or $367, the buyers have had full control of the stock. Furthermore, we are well above the swing high anchored VWAP from this high, so pretty much this red line signifies those sellers that were there, and we actually came back and tested it. So there was important confluence levels at these important zones. What I mean by that is that we had three levels forming confluence. We had 1, the swing high anchored VWAP here, which was now acting as support, 2, the 50 EMA, and 3, the 200 EMA. When we have such confluence or such match between levels, it just gives us more confidence to buy the name. Now, simply if we look here now towards an hourly chart, a little bit more of a nuanced approach here, we can see that the stock is overall really bullish, right? We actually came back and pulled back towards the 50 EMA on September 25th. And this exact area is where the buyer decided to come in, and we are holding well above this swing high anchored VWAP so far, this swing high anchored VWAP, and this overall anchor support, which did form that confluence level right there. And now, as you can see, the total upside is only going to be towards $485. Currently, the stock is trading and it's $448. We actually came back earlier, as you can see, the prior day, where we had these candles right here and we saw intense wicks on the bottom. That shows that buyers were, coming up and picking up the name after the sellers just, try to bring it down even lower, but, they weren't successful. So we went above it and then we came back again today and retested it here at 441, and now the stock is up around $6 ever since that low. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, where can I buy this name, right? You don't want to miss out. Well, I believe that if you allow your emotions to be controlled and you don't go by, let's say, FOMO, you can buy this name at the following levels. When we do get a dip towards, let's say, $435.64, this area here is going to be a very important confluence level, and I'll tell you why. Because you'll be having this overall anchored VWAP matching this 50 EMA. As the days go by, the 50 EMA is going to be rising because we've been seeing rising overall prices. So it's going to be a match eventually at the zone. They will be closely aligned. So any type of deep pullback is going to be found here, and buyers will pretty much, just overwhelm those sellers at that level of 435. Now, if there's more of an extreme sell-off, let's say, right, then I see the price finding support at the levels of $428.47 because it closely aligns within the overall area that we had here, the confluence level where we found a lot of buyers and they picked up the name and we only went up from there. Also, the volume has been really intense around this zone. We can see here, very, very intense, and a lot of bottom wicks, as you can see here on the price action. Now, to dig even deeper, even the RSI is starting to rise, which only allows us to show that there isn't any overbought conditions, which would be here, and there aren't any oversold conditions, showing that there's still more potential and there's a very low probability that we'll be seeing a reversal or a pullback within this name. Also, like I said, if we use the overall fixed range volume profile right here from this high to where the current price action today of October 1st, we do see that as long as the buyers hold this point of control of $438, the stock is absolutely bullish. And the reasoning is because it was the overall battle zone between the buyers and sellers at this important confluence zone. And something important to know is, if we do dip below towards this 428, look at the volume right here. As you can see, this volume matches right here, this overall area of support, because we have lots of buyers waiting, right, based on the volume on this name for this pullback. So overall, I am bullish on Tesla, and I believe that the stock will only appreciate towards our target of $485. And if there's more bullish momentum, then $650 on Tesla. And there you have it. With Tesla being the leader in EVs and seeing such intense momentum in its stock price, it only makes us wonder as investors, is now the time to buy? Well, the technicals are showing a yes. And if you're an investor and you haven't decided, I would recommend to do your own research and due diligence. Now, apart from that, if you found value within this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and as always, don't let the markets whip you guys out. I'll see you guys on the next one.